Welcome dear students and Jai Swaminarayan. In the first lecture of the chapter number 8, we were discussed about what is the motion, what are the different types of the motion and two physical quantities regarding a motion. First one is a distance and the second one is a displacement. हमने पिछले लेक्चर में हमने डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द डिस्टेंस एंड व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द डिस्प्लेसमेंट व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द डिस्टेंस एंड द डिस्प्लेसमेंट वी वर डिस्कस इन द लास्ट क्लास but for the better understanding of the motion only the distance and the displacement is not important, right? We need to understand in how much time the distance is covered by the body, right? In how much time the distance displacement is covered by the body. So dear students, the time is also important, right? For the better understanding we need to understand distance covered by the body in how much time. मोशन को अच्छे तरीके से समझने के लिए कि कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट है वो ऑब्जेक्ट कितने टाइम में कितना डिस्टेंस कवर करता है वो भी इम्पॉर्टेंट है. So in this distance and the displacement we add the time, we get the another two physical quantity which we will discuss today. So distance and displacement में हम अगर टाइम को ऐड कर देते हैं तो दो नई फिजिकल क्वांटिटी हमको मिलेगी एंड वो है एवरेज स्पीड एंड एवरेज velocity. So before that we understand about some object, some body covers the equal distance in the equal time interval, some object covers the unequal distance in the unequal time interval. So according to this, in a how much distance is covered in a same time interval, the motion can be classified into the two different categories. First one is the uniform मोशन एंड सेकंड वन इज द नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन कि कितना टाइम में कितना डिस्टेंस कवर होता है उसके हिसाब से मोशन को हमने दो हिस्से में क्लासिफाई किया है, राइट? फर्स्ट वन इज द यूनिफॉर्म मोशन एंड सेकंड वन इज द नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन. So first we will understand about what do you mean by the uniform motion and what do you mean by the non-uniform motion. So what is the uniform motion? If a body travel equal distance in a equal interval of time, the motion is said to be a uniform motion. So I repeat the definition of uniform motion. If a body or object travels equal distance in equal interval of time, the motion is said to be a uniform motion. अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट है वो ऑब्जेक्ट सेम टाइम इंटरवल में इक्वल डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करता है तो उस टाइप मोशन को क्या कहेंगे? हम यूनिफॉर्म मोशन कहेंगे, राइट? कोई पण ऑब्जेक्ट હોય એ સેમ ટાઈમ ઇન્ટરવલમાં એક સ્પેસિફિક ટાઈમ ઇન્ટરવલ સેમ ટાઈમ ઇન્ટરવલમાં સેમ ડિસ્ટન્સ ટ્રાવેલ કરતો હોય તો એવા ટાઈપની મોશનને આપણે શું કહીશું? યુનિફોર્મ મોશન કહીશું. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ, ઇફ વી see the motion of this car, right? Suppose a car travel a 10 kilometer distance in a first hour. In a 1 hour car travel a 10 kilometer distance. In another 1 hour the car travels another 10 kilometer distance, and in another 1 hour the car travels the 10 kilometer. So during the each hour the car travels a 10 kilometer distance, right? In a 1 hour the car travels a distance of a 10 kilometer. In each of these 3 hours the motion of the car is said to be a uniform motion because in each hour the distance traveled by the car is a 10 kilometer. In a first hour the car travels a 10 km distance. In a second hour, the car travels a 10 km distance, and in a third hour also the car travels a 10 km distance, right? So this type of the motion of car is said to be a uniform motion. So clear, dear students? So if a object covers a equal distance in a equal interval of time, the motion is said to be a uniform motion, right? So instead of this, if a body travels the unequal distance in an equal interval of time, the motion is said to be a non-uniform motion. If a body travels unequal distance in an equal interval of time, the motion is said to be a non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion किसको बोलते हैं? सेम टाइम इंटरवल में डिफरेंट डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करता है तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन, राइट? So dear students, if a body travels unequal distance in an equal interval of time, the motion is said to be a non-uniform motion. For example, same car, if we take a same car, travels a first 5 km distance in a 1 hour. Then it travels a 15 km distance in a second hour, and then it travels a 25 km distance in a third hour. Here the distance traveled by the car in each hour is a different, right? So the motion of the car is said to be a non-uniform motion. So dear students, understand about the uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So write the difference between a uniform motion and non-uniform motion. First point is the definition, right? If a body travels a equal distance in an equal interval of time, it is said to be a uniform motion. What we take the example of the uniform motion? Earth rotating about a sun. The motion of the earth is a uniform motion, right? It travels the equal distance in an equal interval of time. So this type of the motion is known as the uniform motion, right? What is the non-uniform motion? If the body travels the unequal distance in an equal interval of time, it is said to be a non-uniform motion. For example, if we take a person running on a straight line, right? The motion is a non-uniform motion. It covers the unequal distance in an equal interval of time. So the example of the non-uniform motion is a person running on a track, right? A cycle moving on a straight road. These all are the examples of the non-uniform motion. Now dear students, same example is given in your textbook also in the form of the activity 8.5, right? Activity 8.5. The data regarding the motion of the two different objects A and B are given in a below table. टेबल में हमको दो ऑब्जेक्ट दिए हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट ए एंड ऑब्जेक्ट बी, एंड उसके रिगार्डिंग डेटा दिया है. एग्जामाइन देम carefully and state whether the motion of the object is uniform or non-uniform. So here in the table number 8.1, right, the object A and object B, distance traveled by the object A in meter and distance traveled by the object B in the meter is given. So at the 9:30 am, the object A is at a distance 10 meter and object B is at a distance 12 meter. In the 9:45 am, the object A is at a 20 meter and object B is at a 19 meter. In the 10 am, similarly the object A is a 30 meter, object B is at a 23 meter. 10:15 am, object A is at a 40 meter, object B is at a 35 meter. 10:30 am, object A is at a 50 meter, object B is at a 37 meter. 10:45 object A is at a 60-meter distance and object B is at a 41-meter distance. And at the 11 a.m. object B is at a 70 meter and object B is a 44 meter. So examine this data. Which object has a uniform motion and which object has a non-uniform motion, right? From the data it will be clear that here in the distance traveled by the A, in every 15 minutes the object A covers the 10-kilometer distance, right? Look at this data, right? Object A covers the 10-kilometer distance in every 15 minutes. So equal distance traveled by the object A in a 15 minutes. So the motion of the object A is said to be a uniform motion, whereas here unequal distance travel in a equal time interval every 15 minutes. First 15 minutes the object B travels the 7-kilometer distance, then another 15 minute object B travels the 4-kilometer distance, then another 15 minute the object B travels the 12-kilometer distance. So here the distance traveled by the object B is a different in a equal interval of a time. So the motion of the object B is said to be a non-uniform motion. Clear about? So here the distance traveled by the object A is a equal in a equal time interval. So the motion of the object is A is a uniform motion, and the distance traveled by the object B is different in a equal interval of a time. The motion of the object B is said to be a non-uniform motion. यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट ए एवरी 15 मिनट में 10 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करता है, राइट? सो इक्वल डिस्टेंस इन अ इक्वल इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम. सो द मोशन को क्या बोलते हैं? यूनिफॉर्म मोशन बोलते हैं. और ऑब्जेक्ट भी में डिफरेंट डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करता है, सेम टाइम इंटरवल में डिफरेंट डिस्टेंस कवर होता है. सो ऑब्जेक्ट बी की मोशन क्या है? नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन. So dear students, for the better understanding of the motion, we need to add the time in a distance and the displacement, right? मोशन को अच्छे तरीके से समझने के लिए हमें ये भी पता चलना चाहिए कि कितने टाइम में कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल हुआ. सो उसके रिगार्डिंग हमें एक फिजिकल क्वांटिटी ऐड कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, वो है स्पीड. Dear students, you know what do you mean by the speed? Speed of the vehicle, you measure 60 kilometer per hour, 60, 40 speed, right? So what actually speed is, right? So the distance traveled by the body in a unit time is called the speed. So what is the definition of the speed? The speed is defined as the distance traveled by the body in a unit time. Or we can also write this: the speed is defined as the ratio of distance to the time, right? So the speed is defined as the ratio of distance to the time, right? So the what is the formula of the speed? The formula of the speed is equal to distance divided by time. Suppose a car travels a 50-kilometer distance in a 2 hour, right? Suppose a car travels a 50-kilometer distance in a 2 hour. So what will be its speed? Its speed is a distance traveled by the car is a 50 kilometer and time taken is a 2 hour. So if we divide these two, 50 kilometer by 2, we get a 25 kilometer per hour. So speed of the car is a 25 kilometer per hour. So to calculate the speed, we require a distance traveled by the object as well as the time taken to cover this much distance. Now if a body travels a distance s, right? If a body travels a distance s in a time t, then the speed v is defined as v is equal to distance divided by time. V is equal to distance s divided by time t. So what is the unit of the speed? The SI unit of speed is meter per second. How we obtain? The distance is measured in a meter, whereas the time is measured in a second, right? So the unit SI unit of the speed is a meter per second. We can write like this: meter divided by second, or ms minus 1. More general unit, generally we measure the distance in a kilometer, right? So distance, if we measure the distance in a kilometer, the another unit of the speed is a kilometer, and time is in a hour, kilometer per hour. So the SI unit of the speed is a meter per second, or we take a kilometer per hour. Generally we use a unit of the speed in our general, right, kilometer per hour, but the SI unit of the speed is a meter per second. Now dear students, in the uniform motion, distance traveled by the body is same in a equal interval of a time. So we can easily measure the speed of the vehicle or speed of the car by distance divided by time, right? But in the non-uniform, the car travels the unequal distance in a equal time of interval. So for that we take the average speed, right? Since the speed has a magnitude only, right, it is a scalar quantity. So the speed is a scalar quantity. There is no direction is required to knowing a more detail about a speed, right? Speed is a scalar physical quantity, right? In the last class we were discussed about that scalar quantity. What do you mean by the scalar quantity? The scalar quantity is a quantity for which only magnitude is required, right? So the speed has only magnitude, it is a scalar quantity, right? So in the non-uniform motion, the distance traveled by the object is unequal in a equal interval of the time. So for that we measure the average speed. So what is the average speed? Average speed is defined as the ratio of total distance traveled by the body to the total time taken. How we can calculate the average speed? To calculate the average speed of the object, we need to measure the total distance traveled by the body and the total time taken to travel that much distance, right? एवरेज स्पीड कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? टोटल डिस्टेंस चाहिए एंड टोटल टाइम चाहिए. सो द एवरेज स्पीड is defined as the ratio of total distance traveled by the total time taken. So the what is the formula of the average speed? So average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Now dear students, what is the unit of the average speed? Total distance is measured in a meter and total time is measured in a second. So unit of the average speed is same as a meter per second, or general we use the kilometer per hour. Now dear students, we understand more with the help of the some examples, right? So now dear students, we take a one example for more understanding of the average speed. Suppose a car travels a 25 kilometer in a 2 hour, right? A car travels the first 25 kilometer distance in a 2 hour, then another 20 kilometer distance in a 1 hour. What is the average speed of the car? What is the average speed of the car? So dear students, what is the formula of the average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So here read again the sentence. A car travels a 25 kilometer distance in a 2 hour. So first distance in a 2 hour, car travels a 25 kilometer distance, and then another 20 kilometer distance in a 1 hour, right? what is the average speed of the car. We need to calculate the average speed of the car. So here, dear students, first the car travels the two different distance. First 25 kilometer and another is a 20 kilometer. So the total distance traveled by the car 25 kilometer plus 20 kilometer. We get the answer 45 kilometer, right? First, it takes the 25 kilometer to travel a distance. Time taken to travel a distance 25 kilometer is a 2 hour, and time taken to travel a distance 20 kilometer is a 1 hour. So the total time taken is equal to 2 hour plus 1 hour. We get the answer 3 hour, right? So here we get the total distance traveled by the car is a 45 kilometer and total time taken is a 3 hour. So by the formula of the average speed, we can calculate average speed is equal to total distance traveled by the car divided by total time taken. So how much distance covered by the car? 45 kilometer. So if we put a value distance 45 kilometer and time it will take a 3 hour, we get the answer. The average speed of the car is a 15 kilometer per hour. How we convert this kilometer per hour into the meter per second, we will see later on in the next video, right? So dear students, understand about this example. क्या दिया है हमने? कार पहले 25 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस 2 आवर में कवर करता है और होता है, और अनदर 20 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस 1 आवर में कवर होता है. सो टोटल डिस्टेंस क्या हुआ? द टोटल डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल बाय द कार इज अ 25 प्लस 20. वी गेट द आंसर 45 किलोमीटर, राइट? एंड टाइम कितना लिया? 2 hour plus 1 hour. We get the answer 3 hour. So easily we get the average speed of the car by this formula. Now we take the same example given in the textbook. Example number 8.1. In the textbook, this example given, you must write this example and you must understand this example. An object travels a 16-meter distance in a 4 seconds. Right? So an object travels the first 16-meter distance in a 4 seconds. So first distance covered by the object is a 16 meter and time taken by the object is a 4 seconds. Then another 16-meter distance in a 2 seconds. So second distance covered by the object is a 16 meter and time is a 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? So dear students, as in the previous example, the total distance traveled by the car 16 meter, first distance covered by the car is a 16 meter and another distance covered by the car is also a 16 meter. So the total distance covered by the car is a 32 meter. So how much time it will take to cover a distance of the 32 meter? First it will take a 4 second, another 16 meter it will take a 2 second. So the total time taken by the car 4 second plus 2 second, we get the answer 6 second. So what is the formula of the average speed? So average speed of the object is the total distance traveled divided by total time taken, right? So if we put up for values, average speed is equal to total distance traveled by the object is a 32 meter and total time taken is a 6 second. If we dividing 32 by 6, we get the answer 5.3 meter per second. So dear students, I hope that you understand the speed, what do you mean by the speed, and what do you mean by the average speed. Speed is defined as the ratio of the distance traveled by the body per unit time, right? So speed is equal to distance divided by time. And what is the average speed? Average speed is the total distance traveled by the object divided by the total time taken by the object, right? So thank you very much for watching this video.